All right. Hi, Julie. Okay, so quick housekeeping when we're doing a class. Generally, this is going to be a quick intro to oils. We have a lot of team overseas who might not be able to come to a class, and we want to give everyone support. So this is going to be a quick intro class around the oils. And so I would ask anyone who's sharing this, always go back to the person who shared it with you and just chat with them about your personal interest in the oils and find out a little bit more to get your oils tailored to your personal needs. Okay, so just quickly, for those who don't know me, my name's Catherine and my business name is Generation Wellness Australia, although, as I said, we now have a global team. So that's expanding really quickly. My background's actually in medical research, and I now use essential oils and natural solutions for all of my family health needs. So basically, if my team, we can show you a way to be healthier and happier, and it didn't cost the earth, would you want to know about that? Would you want someone to tell you about that? I know that I am certainly very, very grateful that, hi Josh, that someone that someone told me about it, because it's really changed the way that I care for my family, and it's been really powerful for us. So so everybody, I think most people on here are already using oils. Just throw a yes in the chat box, and I'd love for you to share, or a no, obviously, if you're not already using oils. And one oil that you love, or a really great experience that you've had, just quickly, like an oil that you love and why, in the chat box, and I'll share some of those in a minute. So let's start with what are essential oils. They are a plant's natural healing mechanism. They help protect and repair plants. So they have known antibacterial, antiviral, anti-inflammatory, anti-tumorigenic even properties. So they have, hi Karen, just trying to figure out how to mute you. So they have all of these properties for the plants, and very conveniently for us, they work in our human biochemistry as well. So that's really, really powerful. So essential oils are basically that part of the plant that is medicinal, that is healing for the plant, extracted in its purest, most potent form. So that's why they're incredibly powerful healing and health supporting tools. Kim's just shared in the chat that Digestin has given amazing results for food intolerances, calming the stomach and helping with loose bowels when she first started using the oils. And yeah, same for my daughter, absolutely. When my daughter's got a very sensitive stomach, and she has a very strong reaction to foods that are not typical in her diet. If she has something that doesn't agree with her, she gets very, very unwell very quickly. And Digestin is the basically the stomach soothing blend, and we've had amazing success with that one. If I rub it on my daughter when she's got an upset stomach, she has an amazing capacity to lie down, sleep for an hour, and get up completely recovered. That's what usually happens for her when I use Digestin on her when she's got an upset stomach. So really, really beautiful. So Laressa's just shared Easy Air for kids trying to sleep with coughs and congestion. Yeah, absolutely. Really helps just open everything up and get it all working. And everyone's had a rotten time of flu season this year. And actually my lifesaver this flu season has actually, I'm loving Manuka, the new Manuka oil and frankincense. And I just have been rubbing those on my throat the minute it gets a bit scratchy, which has happened a few times. I have been fighting something off, but every time within moments it just settles down, and I've escaped, touch wood, escaped the dramas of the really rough flu season that everyone's been having. So that's been amazing. So that's just quickly what essential oils are: the plant medicine in their purest, most potent form. So really powerful. I'm just trying to. So I actually use them a lot for the emotional and hormonal support. I don't know if anyone can see me there. We seem to be seeing a lot of Debbie, Debbie's roof. But hi, Deb. So I use them a lot for emotional support, particularly for my kids, but myself as well. And actually, smell in general is a really powerful way to connect emotionally, because the olfactory bulb that that detects smell runs directly under the base of the brain to the amygdala, where which is our emotional and memory center of the brain. So it's a really powerful way to smell something, a really powerful way to shift and support our emotional health. So I love the oils for that. Really amazing results. I had some very hysterical children the other day, and my daughter wouldn't let me put oils on her. So I got the whole box down and I said, here, you choose what you need. And they had a ball. They calmed down. They started using, just smelling each oil by oil. Yep, like this one. Yep, no. And they each piled up. I've got 2 kids. They each piled up about, I don't know, 10 or 20 oils each, and went, I like all these. This is what I'm going to use. And from that, I said, okay, just maybe 3 or 4. And we made up a little blend for them each to wear that day. And so they love just really connecting in and soothing that emotional aspect. So, and because, like I said, that the amygdala, where the sense of smell goes directly, that's where your emotional chemistry from the brain is really, that's pivotal. So if you want to shift emotions, if you're going through something and you, rather than get stuck in it, if you want to really shift it quickly, grabbing an oil and having a smell of something that's soothing or calming or comforting is an incredibly powerful way to shift things really quickly and redirect your emotions. So we've talked about what oils are, the plant medicine in its purest form, but why doTERRA? Now, I don't know if anyone can see me because I'm not seeing video at the moment, but if you hold up your hands in front of your face, what you'll see, you can't overlay your hands. They look the same, but they're actually a mirror image. And the same is true of chemistry. You can have a mirror image molecule. So every molecule has a mirror image. And without getting too technical, what happens in nature, there's only usually one conformation. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Larissa. In nature, there's usually only one conformation. In when you create something synthetically, you can't control for which conformation you get. So you do get both. And there's this funny little thing called side effects. That's the evil twin. That shouldn't be there. So that's the mirror image that's doesn't have a natural role to play in the body. And so it goes off and does its own little thing of interfering or doing other things that you don't really want them to do. So the power of having something natural is you don't have that mirror image creating side effects. You just have the natural conformation. So why is that important? Well, essential oils are very, very, very small molecules. They're very small lipid molecules. And again, I don't want to get too technical, but what I need you to understand from that is that all of your cell membranes and your blood-brain barrier are made up of lipid molecules. And so the essential oils can pass very easily through into your cells and in through your blood-brain barrier, which means that they have incredible potential to heal and support every part of your body. But that's why you don't want the evil little twin running around having sort of a backstage pass to all areas of your brain and your cells. You really want something that's pure. So very, very important to have something that's very clean, very pure, if it's going to be able to access they can get through the nuclear membrane, obviously. So your DNA, into your blood-brain barrier, like I said. So you need something pure, but you also need something that is therapeutically potent, of therapeutic benefit. So doTERRA is actually the first company to develop the technology to be able to test the exact chemistry and know the therapeutic profile that they are looking for to get the best healing properties. So we do 11 additional tests to any other essential oil company to make sure that whatever we're selling, whatever we're creating, has the most therapeutic chemistry profile that it's possible to create. And really interesting story, I think it's cardamom. I think it's cardamom that they found you get a different chemistry if you collect the oil in square vats than round vats. Now, I don't know who decided to try a square vat. I don't know why. Nobody knows why it works, but that's the level of information and study that is done to look at the chemistry and make sure we get the most therapeutic profile. So we have something that's powerful, that it can support every aspect of our family health. And we know that doTERRA is leading the way in terms of purity and potency. So what is it that you need help with, or that you would like more information around? What's something that jump into the chat box. I'm going to leave everyone muted for a moment, and just if you've got a question, no worries, Melissa. So Kim said she's had great results, tea tree and basil, to help with any kind of anything around the ear. Never put oils in the ear, but behind the ear, diluted, or you can put them on a cotton ball and place over the ear. But absolutely, basil and tea tree, hands down, are phenomenal for any sort of aches or pains in that area. Interestingly, I was talking before about flu season and how bad it's been. The linalool so we talk a lot about antibacterial oils and antiviral oils, which is really cool that we have oils that have antiviral properties, because obviously you can't usually go to the doctor and get something to help with your flu, as it's a virus. But interestingly, the linalool in basil and lavender actually has been shown to increase your immune response. So it actually increases your ability to create an immune response. So there's some that have, you know, the antibacterial properties that will help with whatever the infection is, or etc. But then for your body to mount a response as well, there are oils that help boost that response. So you can kind of hit it from two different angles. Did anyone want to jump in with a question? Because that's sort of the basics about what essential oils are and why I choose to use the doTERRA for my family. And I've had some, can I just say, every woman out there, anywhere on the planet needs Claricalm. That's just a no-brainer. Claricalm is phenomenal for any kind of monthly issues. And yeah, an absolute game changer for me. And it's really, you know, it's so super easy. Claricalm for calming raging toddler boys as well. Someone's posted in, so cool. That's good to know. Yeah, definitely, I love it for my kids. I rub the Claricalm over my stomach if it's that time of the month. If I were putting it on my daughter when she's a little bit out there and needs some calming, I might just put it on the back of her neck, or just get her to breathe it in, even just put it in her hands and get her to breathe it. Because as I said before, the sense of smell goes straight into that emotional center of the brain. So if you can just get someone to take a breath of the oils, you're instantly creating a change in the chemistry in the brain. And Melissa said, just put it everywhere. Absolutely. Can't go wrong. So yeah, you can put it on your wrists, on your pulse points. I love putting on the back of my neck if it's to do with any kind of focus or calming, or on the heart. It's really a personal choice. Quite often for young children, you'll put it on the soles of the feet, just to because that's thicker skin, so it's a kind of a safer option, I suppose you'd say. Like, there's less chance that the skin's sensitive to any of the oils, and you always dilute for young children as well, of course. So Melissa said she's just bought the supplements pack. The Lifelong Vitality pack is absolutely amazing. Yeah, because you're tired all the time. Absolutely. Honestly, that pack, so just to anyone who isn't sure about the Lifelong Vitality, the Lifelong Vitality is a therapeutic grade whole food vitamin and mineral supplement. So what that means is everything you buy from the supermarket is generally synthetic. So there's no real therapeutic value, because your body can't use something synthetic. It doesn't recognize it. And it actually will create a toxic load on your liver, because your liver's trying to go, well, I don't know what this is. This is synthetic. I can't recognize it. So it creates a toxic load because your body can't break that down. So the LLV is all from whole foods, real food that they've extracted, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fish oils, or there is a vegan option as well if you don't want fish oils. And they're all bioavailable, which means your body can use it. It's all at an appropriate dose that gives your body as much as it needs without any kind of mega doses or anything like that. So Melissa, my answer to your question, absolutely, it is brilliant if you're feeling tired and run down. I had 5 to 6 years sleep deprivation when I started using them, and I can honestly say the LLV and essential oils are the only reason I'm still standing. Amazing for energy, amazing for mental clarity as well. I would start with, depends where your health is, I would start with a maximum of a half dose. So you could start with one of each of the 3 capsules. It comes in 3, the vitamins and minerals, the antioxidant cellular complex, and then the omegas. So I would start with either 1 of each in the morning, or you could start with 2 of each. Do expect that there might be sort of after 5 to 7 days, you might feel a bit of a sort of detox process as your body starts to be able to support itself better to detox and go through those processes. So I wouldn't start with any more than 2 of each. I still take a half dose, and that does wonders for me. And only in the morning, or 1 in the morning and 1 sort of around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, because the alpha CRS, the antioxidant cellular complex, it gives you more energy. So some people will find that it's too much energy for sleeping at night. So have it either both in the morning, or morning and about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon to keep you going for the rest of the day. So Vetiver is amazing. Dr. Axe, if you're a fan of Dr. Axe, he's got a great video on Vetiver. Vetiver is great for brain chemistry for kids. It's really good anti-anxiety, sort of like bringing just that brain chemistry, just calming that down. Really good for kids that just need that bit of extra settling and peace. Soothing, so really great for sleep. I've just massaged my son with Vetiver before I put him to bed, because it's just amazing for that deep sedative calm that some kids need for behaviour during the day or for sleep. But yeah, definitely sleep, and kids that are a bit up there with their energy levels and behaviour. Aroma Touch, someone's asked about. Aroma Touch is a great massage blend. So it's called the tension blend. So it just soothes any kind of tension in the muscles. Great for massage, great for growing pains. So Larissa uses Vetiver for focus. Cool. So it just, yeah, calms that overactive mind a little bit and just gets you, yeah, awesome. And then someone else has said they use Aroma Touch with lemongrass and ice blue for growing pains. Yeah, absolutely. Really cool for that sort of just releasing the tension in the legs with growing pains and stuff. So for those who missed the start of the class, there's a few people on here, I think, who haven't got a lot of experience with essential oils. Please do touch base with whoever invited you to the class. If you're not sure, because it just came up randomly on Facebook when someone shared it, just get in touch and I can help figure out where you should go. The beautiful thing about doTERRA is that everyone can have oils at wholesale prices, which means you get 25% off everything, and a beautiful, loving, supportive team to help you learn how to use them. So really, really powerful way to get into the world of essential oils, because you get that support and help that you need to get started. Did anyone have anything else to add, contribute? So depends what you're using it for. So Belinda's just asking, do you use Vetiver on its own or with fractionated coconut oil? By the way, fractionated coconut oil is coconut oil that's had the medium chain fatty acids removed through a distillation process, which means that it's always liquid even when it's cold, and it absorbs really easily and beautifully into the skin. So that's what we tend to use as a carrier oil, because it just doesn't leave any greasy residue. So it depends what you're using it for, Belinda. It's great. Yeah. So it's certainly not something that is, what's the word? It's not caustic to the skin. It's not like a hot oil or anything like that. But for kids, we tend to dilute it in the fractionated coconut oil. So if your son's quite hyperactive, I would probably try a diffuser blend, but I'd also try and put it on, dilute it and roll it on the back of the neck and possibly the soles of the feet as well. So that would be really great. I know that Jessie Reimers talks about Balance and Vetiver she puts on her son's wrists, on the back of the neck, on their heart, and on their feet before school. So it's just a really beautiful. So when I started with oils, I just put 1 or 2 into the palm of my hand with some carrier oil. And as long as it's diluted for children, it doesn't have to be an exact science. They're not going to have any negative effects from having 2 drops instead of 1. Melissa said Balance and Vetiver is Mr. Five's superhero blend to help with his school anxiety. Beautiful. Absolutely. That would be an amazing blend. My son made a blend that was Balance, lavender, wild orange, basil and arbor vitae, and man, it smells good. I love it. And it's just a beautiful calming. They're all really soothing, calming oils. Just really, really beautiful. So they're incredibly powerful. They can help with every aspect of family health, physical, emotional. So I strongly encourage you to share this video and help people understand what essential oils are and why we are so passionate about doTERRA. In a roller, what size roller have you got, Belinda? So 10 ml. For a child, I would do, 10 drops in a 10 ml roller would be fine. You can do more with an oil like that. That's not caustic. It's going to be totally safe. But 10, 15 drops in a 10 ml roller would be more than enough. And the thing is, the more you dilute, you keep in mind that you can then reapply as needed. So if it brings him down a little bit and he needs a little bit more, reapply. If it settles him for sort of half an hour and then or an hour or 2, you'll get to know, oh, okay, here's your blend, and we'll make it dilute so you can apply every hour, or whatever it is. You can dilute more heavily and apply more regularly to sort of get that balance. So thank you for those questions. I want more. No worries. Yes. So yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Belinda, and I'm glad it was helpful. And I'd love to get this video out there and share the power of essential oils with more people, because they're absolutely life-changing for so many people. I actually, quickly before we go, I'll share a quick story. There was a woman who has Crohn's disease, and she actually died in her husband's arms and needed to be resuscitated because she was so incredibly ill from the disease. And she tried everything in mainstream medicine. And I'm not saying there isn't a place for mainstream medicine, but she tried everything and nothing had worked. And she actually died in her husband's arms and had to be resuscitated. And someone gave her, asked her if she would try a sample of essential oils. And she said, look, I have nothing left to lose, please. And she is now running workshops. She is healthy. She is living a very different life, using obviously nourishing herself, something like the LLV for that vitamin mineral support, and the essential oils. She has totally turned her life around. So they're incredibly, incredibly powerful. So I might leave it there, and if someone has shared this video with you, please go back to them and have a discussion about how you might start using essential oils in your life, because they're really, really beautiful. And does anyone want to say anything before we go? And yes, Belinda, Love to have more classes. How do you share your video? It will create a link when I end the recording. So you're welcome. All right.